Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. It is exactly 8:15 and we are crossing over to Kinshasa. We will be talking with co-founder of the Kairos-DRC, and that is you, Didier Kabwe. And you are a member of the Congolese Solidarity Campaign. We'd like to talk about the violence that has erupted as the DR Congo protesters challenged the third term bid of government. So very good morning to you. Welcome to the program.
Good morning to you too and to your viewers.
So Didier, what are the main grievances driving these anti-government protests?
The anti-government protest, the cause of that is previously the press conference of the president, Tshisekedi. In that conference, there was a question from a journalist asking him if after his term is going to leave the power. And he said that, yes, I will leave the power, but if people ask me to go for another term, I will respect what the people say. So briefly, this is what caused all those grievances that we see in opposition, because for the opposition, they don't see things like that. They want him to go after his term, which is going to end in 2028.
So how did the demonstrations escalate into violence, and what do you believe triggered the clashes?
The escalation is it was caused by when the parliament voted for the referendum law, which for the opposition is the way, the paving of the way for the current president to go for the third term. So it started when the parliament voted that referendum law or referendum act. That is the trigger.
Sadly, whenever there are these type of protests, there's always human lives that are lost, and it's always the people on the street, ordinary working class people like you and I. And I'm kind of wondering, what was the cost of lives during this unrest?
Up to now, there is no exact number or what happened, but what we know, there was a chaos. People from both sides, opposition parties, and in those fights, definitely there was injuries, and but we didn't have yet the number if there was death of some persons, but we didn't have yet the exact situation of what happened.
Sadly, ordinary people are going to be and are affected by the instability and the violence. What are you seeing on the ground?
Yes, this violence going to continue since the government or the current government or the regime, they don't want to stop on what is their project of the changing of the constitution, and the opposition is not going to allow any situation in terms of the change of the constitution, and this situation is going to continue, and we will have instabilities. We will have fights on the streets between those who are supporting the change of the constitution and those who are not supporting the change of the constitution. So the situation is tense, and we're going to experience more and more violence Yes.
Well,
So
obviously, these demands are not only about politics, it's also about the economic and social conditions of the people on the street, sadly. So that's the one issue. And as you indicate, these protests are going to continue. And I'm wondering if government has justified its response to these protests and demonstrations. Didier, are you with me?
yes, the government tried. Yes, are you with me? Can you hear me?
Yes, I am. I'm waiting for your response.
Yes, the government is justifying that, saying the protest was not allowed, and they were not allowed to enter parliament premises, and um, for those who organize that march or opposition parties, for them, since that since the vote happened in at the parliament, they wanted to go and demonstrate to parliamentaries that you are wrong, and the police didn't want those people to enter parliament premises, and that's what provoked that chaos.
Are there concerns that the violence could further destabilize the country and perhaps the wider region? And if that should happen, what are the repercussions to all of that? People will start migrating, won't they? They'll try to move to safer areas, and it's going to create a terrible, terrible ripple effect, economically and otherwise.
Definitely, that is going to be the case. And in this situation, we it will be very important if we have the involvement of regional leaders, international leaders to intervene and see what could be the solution to that. Mostly dialogue. That's why we always advocate dialogue. There must be dialogue between opposition and the government, so that can help to mitigate the situation. Dialogue is very
What
important.
Okay, so what do you believe needs to happen on the part of government to de-escalate the current very volatile situation and to bring, hopefully, some sense of calm and peace amongst the population?
Yes, constitution is the foundation of the country. When you destabilize your constitution, there are a lot of consequences on that. So the current government must take into account all those aspects, because even the constitution itself doesn't allow easily to be changed. I think they must see that situation, and because they must be able to convince all people the reason why does that change is important now. Uh, Otherwise, situation is going to escalate.
Obviously, we want to prevent bloodshed, and tempers are really high, and people are wanting answers. They want stability, they want jobs, they want a good governance in place in the DRC. And for that to happen, do you believe that the international community needs to get involved to try and, I guess, stabilize the situation?
Yes, intervention of international community is also important, but as Congo is a sovereign country, and one of the most important aspect is to sit together as a Congolese, find a solution, because it's a repetitive situation. We, after 10 years, after 5-10 years, we come back to the same situation. I think government and the opposition must sit and talk before even think about the involvement of international community. They must have that capacity of sitting together and resolve their problems.
Do you think there's fears? Do you believe that perhaps there are fears that the violence could affect the upcoming political processes or elections?
Definitely, in this situation, we're going to see in future more violence. So, in order to stop that violence, as I was saying, before even thinking of the international intervention in this situation, they must have that capacity of government, and in its prediction, must see the need of having dialogue now with the opposition in order to de-escalate violence.
Didier, I'm wondering, what are the possible scenarios if the underlying issues are not addressed, and what would those underlying issues be?
For me, the first step is dialogue. The second step is also the involvement of leaders in region. As you know, DRC is a member of SADC, is a member of different regional organizations, and DRC is a member of African Union. So it is in this context, this situation, that we see the need of being part of any organization. So it is very important also to see the involvement of those regional organizations to solve, to help Congo in solving those problems, in order to stop what can be refugees going to other countries and what is happening in other places. So in order to solve all those problems, it is very important to see the involvement of other regional organizations.
Okay, it's coming up to 8:30 South African time. Let's go for an ad break. When we come back, we'll talk some more with you regarding the current situation in the DRC. My guest is Didier Kabwe. He's based in Kinshasa. He is a member of the Congolese Solidarity Campaign. Stay with us.
You South African, of course. You anxious about the future. We've got you covered. Build on your wealth portfolio with Randry Jewelers Gold Coin Exchange. Visit us at 151 Stephen Dlamini Road, Musgrave, Durban, or call us on 031-202-4700 for more information. Randry Jewelers Gold Coin Exchange, your passport to gold investment.
Almost 1 in 5 South African children attend school each day without having eaten breakfast. This seriously affects their ability to concentrate and understand lessons. The Al Imdad Foundation's Make Breakfast Possible campaign allows learners to enjoy a high-energy cereal at the start of the school day. Help children to focus on learning and not hunger. Let's make breakfast possible today. Donate online at alimdad.com or call 0861 786 243 for more information.
World-class financial services only at Sapphire Global, your financial partner. If you are looking for Islamic, Sharia, and ethical financial products, look no further. Sapphire Global offers a wide range of financial service offerings from short-term to life and investments. A full-service center with all financial requirements under one brand. Our highly skilled and experienced consultants are ready to help protect your financial future. Contact us on 041 001 0184 or visit our website on www.sapphireglobalfs.com. Sapphire Global is an authorized financial services provider.
Listen to something fresh. Listen to Salam Media.
Welcome back. It's just gone 8:31 a.m. This is News and Views on Salam Media, and we are currently talking with Didier Kabwe. He's based in Kinshasa. He's a member of the Congolese Solidarity Campaign, and we are talking about violence that has erupted as DR Congo president is obviously wanting to introduce a third term bid. And this hasn't seemed to have gone well with the people on the ground. So back to you, Didier. Do you think that this violence could have been prevented? And if so, how?
It is difficult to say this violence could be prevented. That is to silence the opposition, because opposition is not, it doesn't accept any change of the constitution. And for the regime in place, for them, they want to put in place all the process of changing the constitution. So I don't see any way of preventing this violence, since the regime in place accelerated the process of changing the constitution, and the opposition cannot just be silenced like that. They don't want any change of the constitution. So it was for me, there was any way of preventing this violence, unless if the government or the regime in place decide not to go that way of any change of the constitution.
So obviously the government's response is going to either quell the tension or further incite the tension within the country. And that's, do you believe that government will make the right choice, the right decision, just to quell all of the tensions and get to a stage where there's peace and quiet and calmness amongst the people?
This, I think, could be prevented before any vote in Parliament of that referendum law or referendum act. But since the referendum act is already voted by both chambers, there is no way to prevent those violence, because for the opposition, they don't see things that way. So the prevention of that could be done before any votes in Parliament of that referendum law.
Let's wrap up then and ask the all-important question. What message do these protests send about the state of democracy in the DRC?
For me, the message is the respect of the constitution, the respect of the law, the respect of democracy. On the side of the opposition, to say the constitution cannot be changed, and that is part of the democracy. And on the side of the regime, they said, no, we are not going. We not intend to change the constitution, we are referring to people. If people want to change the constitution change, we don't have a problem. So this is the challenge of democracy. And for me, this is part of the beauty of democracy. But at the end of everything, people must be respected. People are the sovereign, have that sovereignty of deciding on all big decisions, such as the change of the constitution.
Didier Kabwe, based in Kinshasa, you are a member of the Congolese Solidarity Campaign. Thank you indeed for your insights on this matter. We do hope and pray that calm is restored in your part of the world. God bless. Thank you indeed.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you to your viewers.
It is exactly 8:36. In a little while, we will be joined by Abdullah Parak. He is a humanitarian, and he's going to talk to us about the number of people that are waiting to be repatriated, and that, of course, is in Durban, KZN. The number of people that are still in dire need of food till the repatriation happens.
Soweto, it's time to stand together for justice, peace, and solidarity. Join us for the annual Soweto Walk for Gaza, taking place on Saturday, the 20th of June at 7:30 a.m. The walk will begin at the historic Regina Mundi Church and proceed to the monumentous Dlamini Mosque, bringing together people of all faiths, backgrounds, and communities in a powerful show of unity and support. Bring your family, friends, and fellow residents as we walk together for a common cause. Let your voice be heard and your presence counted. That's the annual Soweto Walk for Gaza, Saturday, the 20th of June at 7:30 in the morning, starting at Regina Mundi Church and ending at Dlamini Mosque. Together we walk, together we stand, together we show solidarity.